Back again. Surprise! I told you this was going to happen. So next coffee, Jennings Java Coffee Roasters. And I was reading the story here, and it's really funny. Born from a college dorm room, bursting into the Columbus coffee scene and living for coffee outdoors. We make origin to bottle and origin to bag a reality through direct trade and coffee sourcing missions. Your premier cold brew and Asian coffee dealers. So it just struck me as funny because the born in a college dorm room reminds me of my best friend brewing beer in his room, and this is the friend where we got an apartment together. It was my first apartment, and we got an apartment together, and oh good, here comes the lawnmowers. He went to college for like a semester, and we got together because it's like the college tuition was going to help pay for half of the apartment, and then he decided, I'm not going to go to college anymore. And it's like, okay, who's going to pay for half of the apartment because you don't have a job? It was that whole thing. Ooh, it smells very candy-like. So, growing region, I do not know how to say that, but this is what it is. Direct from a 2024 origin trip. Okay. Coffee, toffee, medium acidity. Yeah, I would say it's a very toffee-smelling coffee. Toffee coffee. Growing region. Okay, so let's hot drop some of this. Ooh. In there. Even out a little bit of the coffee. Does make some noise, doesn't it? Yeah, sometimes I worry. Sometimes I worry about the noise. I did turn it down, so it's about a 65, which is lower on the grind scale in the filter setting. 90 is the lowest. 65 is lower than the 60 we were at. So, and I forgot my cup downstairs, so I got a new coffee cup. We'll do our 60, or we'll do 60. We'll do our 30 grams, and then we'll do no escape beans. And then we'll do, so this might be a little less than. So yeah, he brewed beer in his room at his parents' house. And this is before I graduated from college and we started the whole apartment journey thing. He brewed his own beer in his parents' house, and the thing about that and no matter how much, I love the guy and I loved his family. Very wonderful, smart, beautiful people. His mother was a teacher. His father was, I believe his father was a retired Marine who had many entrepreneurial things that he did. But both very smart, very learned folks. Hoarders. Terrible hoarders. Newspapers. Not like trash, but like books, and they never threw away newspapers, and their house was always incredibly messy. And I tried staying there one night, overnight, because there was a flood, and we were working together at a fireworks store, and I stayed the night because there was severe flooding and I couldn't get home, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay more than 2 hours in that house trying to sleep on the couch. It was absolutely filthy and horrible. And then he decided he was going to brew beer in his room. And holy cow, to say it was not great would be the understatement of the century. He was proud of it. It had a nice chocolate taste to it, but the fact that we knew where it came from made it incredibly difficult to do more than maybe sip a little bit. But he did a whole one of those jugs that you would put in the in a water cooler, plastic jug like this. About what, 4 gallon, 5 gallon? Is that what it is? Of this stuff, and it's just like, oh God, Vaich. Oh God. Okay, sure, we can try it, Vaich. That's fine. Oh, it's a wonder we did not get sick. It is. It really is a wonder we did not get sick. That was the cabin trip. That was the cabin trip for me. It was one of many for them, but that was the cabin trip for me. That was the defining moment in all of our friendships. It was like peak friends. I was in the middle of college. Everybody else was doing their own thing, but we got together, and it was just like, music and cooking steaks and just being goofy. And it was like, it was the swimming trip you had as a child with all of your friends, or the camping trip you had. We stayed the night in a cabin. A friend had father or grandfather had a cabin, and we stayed the night at the cabin, and it was the best. It was the best thing ever. And then the beer happened, and it was something. It is a wonder we did not die of some kind of poisoning. is how I will put that. But it just reminded me, it was born in our dorm room. And you know what? Having been a college student for 4 years in a dorm, I have seen a lot of things in a lot of different people's dorm rooms. I have seen hidden stills. I have seen hidden pot factories, little plastic bag, trash bag covered with sheer enough that the light will come through, but nobody's looking over in that window because there's so much stuff up against it, kind of things, kids, selling pot out of their dorm rooms, kids coming to my dorm room to sell my roommate pot, and then being like, you want to try? And I'm like, no, I'm good. So I guess I was a square. I don't know. I was fine with being a square. I don't know why that kind of a thing is looked down upon, to be honest with you. But anyway, I was fine with being a square. So, but yeah, it was, that was peak friendship time. That was like, we could drink, we could be by ourselves all together and have a wonderful time and forget about the world around us. In a cabin in the middle of nowhere, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful time, and we will never, ever, ever, ever get that back, ever. Those times are long gone, and all I have is I have a video of that cabin trip. Because I was in a radio TV production class, I talked my professor, Dr. Esposito, into allowing me to take 2 cameras and lavalier mics from the college department because no one else had booked them. So I booked them out to take them with me, told him what I was doing, and he allowed it, and I took it down there, and I have an edited video that I did for them. I don't have I think I had 2 or 3 SVHS tapes worth of footage that have long since gone. I'm pretty sure that when the asshole burnt my apartment down, they went up in that fire, and I just haven't seen them ever since. So many years ago, 25 years ago, 26 years ago. So yeah, so all I have left are and it's digitized, so it's on my computer, so it's never going away. I don't have to worry about a tape dying. So it's been digitized. So I just haven't uploaded it to YouTube because there's a lot of copyrighted music on it, because it was like Jimmy Buffett, and then they would just play music, and then I used Jimmy Buffett songs as transitions because it was tape-to-tape linear editing. Non-linear editing is on a computer. Linear editing is tape to tape. So it's moved in a linear motion. And that's, I mean, it was 1997, 98. So, I mean, that's all we had. Okay, so that drawdown was really good. It was about 4 minutes. And that's a nice looking bed. I'm pretty happy with that. It was just linear editing back then. Of course, even today, on a non-linear editing program, I'm using linear editing because, you know, this coffee thing is all one take. And then I'll sprinkle in some stuff, like when we're talking about the Columbia trip and whatnot, overlay. So, but anyway. All right, so this is Jennings Java coffee roasters. So yes, and as I stated, I'm not going to butcher that. But this is from a 2024 origin trip. The growing region is right here. Myanmar. Chocolate toffee, medium acidity. So this might be unlike anything that I've ever had before, which is I love that idea. I love the idea of things that I have not had before. Tomorrow I'll talk about Chicharron City and show pictures, because it's a remarkable place. We'll talk about it tomorrow. It just sprung up in my head because it's like, I like new things, like trying new things, having new things, regardless of what the end result might be on my digestive system. I do love trying new things. So we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow when we're brewing up the next cup of coffee. Ooh, very mild. Chocolate toffee. Ooh. At the end, I would describe that as toffee taste. Yeah. Ooh. It's almost got a little bit of almost kind of like a sweet, kind of a cherry taste as well. Medium acidity. Okay. I mean, I don't get any acid at all. I don't get any tartness at all. Another very nice cup of coffee. Where are they at? Jennings Java. Okay, so facebook.com/JenningsJava. Let's see. Tuesday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. 116 East Moeller, Columbus, Ohio. Downtown, looks like, ish. I don't know where Moeller is. East Moeller? Is it a street? Is it I don't know. So, and it is a cafe. So, nice. Interesting. I don't know anything about them. So, I mean, but their coffee tastes delicious. This is really good coffee. Cool. I appreciate that very much. Nice. It's very mild. It's there's no bitterness really to it at all. I do get a little bit of a toffee taste in it, and then the acidity. I don't know if I'm just not sensitive to acidity. There's no like harshness or a medium. Maybe a medium acidity. That's what that means. I don't know. Maybe medium acidity means medium roast. I don't know. What I do know is that I do like this flavor. I get that. That's really good. Cool. Well, if you see that, also, go by their cafe. Next time we're downtown, I may have to do that. They said it's until 3 p.m., 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Seems like pretty good hours for coffee. Thanks for watching the second one today. I really appreciate it. I'm doing this 2 a day in order to kind of work my way through this box. So I'm not doing it for the next 12 weeks. This is the one that I'm kind of afraid of because of the oiliness. I don't know how that's going to happen. We'll do this tomorrow. This is the Columbus Pea Berry. This is the imported black Kawaha, the Tanzania. We'll try this tomorrow. I'll clean this out this afternoon, get it nice and shiny again, and then we'll try this out. And like I said, it is really oily, which is strange to me. I don't know if that's normal. It hasn't been normal for any of the coffees that we've had here. This is definitely different, but we'll try this one tomorrow. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for watching both of these. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.